Sup, chooms? I have new shoes here with another green build guide for you. Today we're gonna take a look at the so-called Vincent Silverhand build, which is pretty similar to my other one called Valerie Silverhand. Biggest difference here is specializing in mantis blades instead of monowire, and it'll be a big portion of your gameplay. Okay, first of all, the reason it's called Vincent Silverhand build is that it mixes my envisioned playstyle of V and Johnny Silverhand together, and the portion where we get the Silverhand name is from using his weapon Malorian Arms 3516. This is where you get the Silverhand part. As for the rest of it, namely Mantis Blades, is where you get the Vincent part. Like you can see in the trailers and everything where he uses those quite a lot. So as for the Cyberware itself, I'm gonna go over that straight away as well. You might have noticed I don't have any operating system for this, and the reason is simple. I would personally use Chrome Compressor to get more Cyberware capacity, but I want to be within line to get Edge Runner, the Cyber Psychosis perk, and my Cyberware capacity is high enough that I don't need this right now, but I feel like Sandevistan and Berserk don't really fit the playstyle of this, because like your goal is to look cool, do like cool stuff, and these two, they kind of ruin it. Of course, if you want to use them, then go ahead, nothing's stopping you. I personally choose not to use anything here, just to look cooler and have it a little bit more difficulty. Axolotl, we will run this solely for reducing the cooldown of Kerenzikov. Because we have Kerenzikov, we're gonna use the boost system here. For this one, Self-Ice, we can use either this one or Mechatronic Core. I mean, for the third one, Self-Ice, Mechatronic Core. I personally prefer to use Self-Ice, especially because of the mods I have, where I have more net runners and netwatch agents going over me, like all the time. Then we have our bread and butter, Mantis Blades. Note, this has to be physical, and the reason for that is, I'm gonna go over that later, but make sure to get the physical version that has the bleeding chance. Spring joints for mitigation strength, there's not much else that's better. Epimorphic skeleton for the health and armor. Dense marrow for the melee damage. Stabber for more crit chance with melee. Deep field visual interface, even though we're pretty close all the time, it still gives us some usage over all the other stuff. Kerenzikov, you're gonna be using this every time it's off cooldown. And for this integumentary system, we're gonna be using Chitin, no questions asked. If you can get this, you will use this always with every single build, period. I don't know if you guys have seen my other guides. If you haven't, I highly recommend you to. I'm a really big advocate for this one here. It gives you insane armor and even more insane health regen. Like, look at this, guys, 180% because I have 18 points in body. If you have 20 points, it's 200%. It's insane. Like, this body health regen is fucking insane. It's huge. Always take this. Proxy shield because we're close to enemies all the time. Gonna be 20% damage reduction all the time. Defensivov, because we're gonna be using Kerenzikov, so obviously this is gonna be a huge damage reducer with the mitigation chance. I'm using a mod to give me double jump with Link's boss, but forget about that and just use reinforced tendons yourself for the double jump. It's non-negotiable. You always want to use double jump. Just forget that I have a mod here. Micro rotors you use for the attack speed. Adrenaline booster for stamina after melee attacks. Last slot you can use biomonitor, second heart, blood pump, whatever floats your boat. I personally prefer using biomonitor because I'm a hardcore. 1-2 hits all of a sudden from behind your back can just kill you just like that, so biomonitor, make sure that it doesn't happen. Immovable force for hands to reduce your recoil and bullet sprint. Micro generator for the next slot. If you don't want to use micro generator, you can swap this for the one that gives you ricochet. That's also possible. I don't personally like it myself, so I'm gonna use micro generator. For the last one, cockatrice. I don't know how you spell it. Cockatrice, whatever. You always want to be using this with this build. You get 35% crit chance, which is huge. As for the build itself, I'm gonna link it in the description and just quickly go over all of the most notable ones here, so you can take a look at the link and just on your own time slowly go over all the important stuff. First of all, 18 points in body, and we take everything in the middle here. Unfortunately, we don't have points to go pin to gain, but everything for adrenaline rush, all the modifiers, spirit, health regen, all of that we take in the middle. Reflexes we take 20. Everything affecting your mobility, namely dash, air dash, dash modifiers, all the maneuverability stuff, mitigation chance, everything. Alright, so here is why you take the bleed chance, physical one, from mantis blades. When you have a bleeding effect on the target, it increases dismemberment chance. You're gonna be able to use finishers more often. Then you take all the blade affecting one. I don't have this perk here because I don't use Sanavistan, but if you're using Sanavistan, you take even this one here. In tech, you take everything from the left side affecting your grenades and health regen from the injectors. Middle, you take all the cyberware affecting stuff. Cheapware connoisseur, you take this only temporarily to reroll your stats. Once you're done, you take that out. Oh, I'm in combat. If you're using operating system, you take this out after you've rerolled, and then you put it here, taking time bomb, which is really good actually. In cool, you take everything on the left side affecting your handgun abilities, every single one. So how do we play this? Alright, so how exactly do we play this build? It's very simple, guys. You're gonna have your handgun here, and then your mantis blades and your grenades. Those three things: handgun, grenades, mantis blade. That's where your entire build revolves around. Handgun you're gonna be using from distance, and with Kerenzikov, you're gonna be constantly closing in, just like so, bam, 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 bam. When you're getting close to the enemies and you're running out of ammo, instead of reloading, you're gonna be pressing Q and using your remaining ammo to use the finisher. And instead of wasting time reloading, you're just gonna swap to your mantis blade and finish all the other stuff, guys, in there. Alternatively, when you're getting close, you're gonna throw a grenade and you shoot it in the air. Let's see if I actually managed to do that. Yes, I can. So you shoot it in the air and do an AoE kill. So either single target you shoot with Kerenzikov, bam bam bam, or you throw a grenade and kill everybody there. But the outcome is always the same. When you close in and you're running out of ammo, you're gonna finish her, swap to mantis blades, bam bam bam. Reload when you get the chance, and always Kerenzikov on cooldown. Let's see how it works out, if there's any enemies here. There's one. Kerenzikov, headshot, bam, just like so. This is a droid, so it doesn't take any damage. We use our finisher instead. Oh, okay, Sandovistan. This guy doesn't... That's a perfect example. I wanted to say. So you swap your weapons all the time with this build. For example, this guy had Sandovistan, so he dodged everything I'm doing. My handgun is useless. All I have to do is swap to my mantis blade and just bam 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 with that. Well, not bam bam bam, you know what I mean. Unfortunately, there was only a few enemies there, so I didn't get the chance to show you properly enough. But we'll fix that and show you a little bit better a few more enemies. So there's one, Kerenzikov, bam, bam. He also had Sandovistan, by the way, and this guy also has. So I'm just gonna mantis blade, close in, mantis blade, bam. I keep saying bam even though I'm not bamming anybody here. Now I can say bam, bam. Sandovistan again somewhere up there. See, we just swap weapons all the time with this build. Kerenzikov. What is it with these guys? Every single one has Sandovistan right now. Alright. Well, you got the point anyway. You swap weapons, you bam 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 bam. Actually, no. I didn't show you grenades. I have to show you grenades. We're not done with this yet. We have to show you grenades as well. So I've shown you so far all the handgun stuff and the man displays, but a big portion of this is also skill shots. So you throw it like this, bam, bam, everything is dead. Now I can say that I've shown you everything. So guys, if you like the video, please like, maybe subscribe. I'm gonna make more guides and things like this. Oh shit, it's the cops. It's the fucking popos. Anyway, if you decide to use this build yourself, please comment on the video. I'd really like to hear from you guys. If you, for example, don't like it, you like it, whatever. If you have improvements, suggestions, something like that, criticism, whatever you have, please let me know. I would really like to know. That being said, see you in the next video. See you guys. Peace!